Hi, Cassidy Lewis here with Hurley Injury Lawyers. Every day, our attorneys help those that were injured in car, truck, and motorcycle accidents. Now, while we hope that you never get into a car accident, we think it's important to share our client stories so that you can gain some insight to how accident cases happen and just how we help those injured victims as a firm. Now, imagine getting into a car wreck, getting injured in that car wreck, and racking up $30,000 in medical bills just for the insurance company to tell you that you're not telling the truth about the severity of your injuries. That is exactly what happened to one of our clients. John Baker, the attorney that handled our client's case and led her to a $100,000 jury verdict, is going to share her story with you now. Listen in.
This was unfortunately way too typical, or all too typical. The client was coming home from work during rush hour traffic, getting off the interstate to head home to her neighborhood and to her house, and traffic was stop and go on the off ramp, and traffic in front of her moved forward. She went forward, traffic stopped in front of her, she came to a stop, and the defendant just crashed into the back of her vehicle. So as with most clients that come to our office, they are working with our pre-litigation team at first, and that team is monitoring their treatment and helping them navigate the process of opening up a claim and doing a background investigation on the accident, getting the police report and stuff like that. Generally, when clients come to us, they're trying to get to the bottom of what's wrong with them medically, and they're trying to get to a doctor that can help them get back to normal as quickly as possible. And that's generally the focus of all of our clients when they come to our firm initially. We take care of everything else while they follow their doctor's instructions and get the treatment they need. In this case, when she got to a point where she knew what was going on and was able to get a doctor's opinion on what she would need going forward, we tried to settle her claim for her, as we often do, and the insurance company's offer was offensive. Wasn't even her medical bills that she had incurred. It was below that, so she would have been still out of pocket even if she had accepted the offer. So then it got transferred to our litigation department, which is where I do the bulk of my work, and that's for cases that are not going to settle without a lawsuit and have to go to court. So we had our trial date. We knew that the offer was not going to be something that we would ever recommend to the client, and we took it to court. The client told her story yet again, consistent as she had been the entire time. We had her orthopedic surgeon testify by video, and during his deposition, he actually pulled up a model of the human body and was able to show the jury exactly what he was talking about. The defense, or the insurance company rather, hired their own expert witness to try to argue that our client wasn't injured to the extent she claimed, which was inconsistent with everything medical evidence-wise. On top of that, the insurance company, up until the last minute, decided that they were not going to admit fault for a rear-end accident. So we were able to use that at trial to show that this defendant was just not taking responsibility for anything, not even the fact that he was at fault for rear-ending our client up until the eve of trial. And as we predicted and recommended to our client, taking it to trial would get a fair result, we were able to get a jury verdict of $100,000, which was 3 times the last offer. So it was a very good day for our client, and sometimes you have to take it all the way to get the result that your client deserves.
Hurley